Hey YouTube, Ranger Voice here, and welcome back to It's Playtime. Now, to celebrate coming back to this show and just doing toys and stuff like I originally wanted to do, I needed something big. I needed something sparkly. I needed something fantastic. I went with Optimal Optimus Prime. He's a truck and a monkey. Alright, now obviously this is the leader class original Beast Wars model and not the titanium one, which is like half the size or something. This thing is monstrous. Like, I'm trying to be able to see my camera around this thing. I could block your view of my face, which is what a lot of you would probably prefer. But this thing is huge for like the time. I think this was like the first of what we would call now leader class. First or second, because they also came out with a Megatron around the same time. He does have light piping in his monkey head. He does have, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if my microphone's picking up much of the sound, but there is a fierce ratchet in this thing's arms. This one actually, I think it's that arm. Yeah, that one sounds okay. This one terrifies me. This one I'm afraid it's going to shatter. It's absolutely terrifying. It has, though you can't really access it in its monkey mode, ratchet there, and a knee joint. And in a, and I can get him back into his rightful position. There we go, that'll do. In a move that I think shocked me more than anything else, this thing has a hip joint. Now, of all the things that I could have expected, it could hip. It can do the hokey pokey and turn itself about. It also has these big, massive cannons. I'll go into those a little bit more detail, but something that I do like about them is that there's a button here that you can actually bend them in half so they can go up like that, which is really cool. But it doesn't activate the light and sound mechanism when it's like that. So you have to actually do that, fold it back, and then do that. I don't know if you can actually see it too well, but yeah. There are missiles. Only one of them fires. I'm not going to get them out because one, this video is going to be way too long as is, and two, I don't want to lose it. So, yeah, this is the beast mode, if you can call it that. There are obviously some issues with it, one being the massive wings popping off the shoulders here, wings down here, feet here. A lot of this thing's problem is kibble related. Alright, you can see so much of it, you can almost basically see the entire vehicle mode hidden away in it all. Both of them, to be honest. So, yeah, it's, don't get me wrong, it is a good figure, but like the mode, and this is going to be a repeated problem, the modes are very messy. Anyway, onto the transformations! Right, so obviously you need to, now this was one of the problems that I found personally. Oh there is a hole there. I'm never sure which hole, because there's like screw holes and potholes and all the holes, but it doesn't always want to do the things that it's supposed to do. But today it apparently does. Oh no, wait. Now I remember what my issue with this bit was. Okay, so... okay, yeah. Now I remember what my issue with this was. Okay, so you go around here like that. I don't know how much of this is actually showing up, but yeah. Okay, so you guys do that for a minute and then go there. Alright, so yeah, now I remember what my issue with this bit was. Unless I can... nope. Okay, so yeah. The issue I had with this was that there's no actual holes for the pegs on his torso section to fit into, which means you've got to try and sit it in a screw hole, and it's not really a very good fit. So it's very much holding on a wing and a prayer there. Also, there is a rub sign right there. So a little bit of G1. Okay, so that goes there. Now these things pop up there. Oh, right, I forgot a bit. Okay, so alright, let's hold this. Oh, monkey and a truck. I don't have music, so I'm just making it up as I go along. Okay, so, chicken ballsack, mother. I'm gonna cut that bit out. Baby. Okay, so, why aren't you... Okay, there we go. That's what I was missing. Alright, so... Okay, so that goes there. These are supposed to be in their fist. Like, you're supposed to have these down at the fists, but I don't find that that works very well. It all gets in the way and bangs together and it doesn't plug in. So I like to do it like that. I think it looks better. Anyway, so you flip these. Flip me do, flip me doos. Lock those in position and so I'm just going to put those like that because that's how I feel like that's supposed to go. Lock that one peg in there, and this is ground attack mode, or as my friend Raider calls it, the Batmobile, and it certainly is. However, as you can see, hello, there is an issue. You can see me through the middle. It has a little cockpit that opens, but the major issue with this is always going to be you can, aside from the fact that it doesn't always want to stay together, that's one of the problems, but you know. You can see the hands, you can see the feet, you can see his little monkey head there. I mean, does this look beastly? Yes. Does it look like it would hurt if it ran into you? Oh yeah. Does it really work as a vehicle mode? I don't think so. I'm sure a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, it's not supposed to look like a vehicle because he's, you know, it's Beast Wars and they're not supposed to have vehicle modes. And it's a nice excuse, and yeah, the Transmetals were basically beast modes with wings or wheels or tracks or a hoverboard. But this whole idea of he's not supposed to look like any kind of real vehicle because it's a Beast Wars toy shouldn't be an excuse that Hasbro could use or Takara could use. It should be, well, yeah, it's a beast mode. It's a vehicle mode. But can't you do them both? I mean, wasn't that this rule? Okay. The 6 changes aren't really that much of a, you know, quick shot and that sort of thing. Weren't 6 shot and everything weren't exactly a good, anyway, example. But anyway. So, yeah, that's the ground attack mode. The Batmobile. It's, I guess it's fine. It looks okay. It's kind of like, it's got all of the issues that you would say why to in a regular Transformers toy. You know, it's got the exposed robot bits, it's got the kibble, it's just, it feels like it could have been better if they had only tried. Anyway, next mode. Right, so back to fists and Superman is up. This is probably the laziest of the modes. I'm just going to FYI you all here. This is probably the laziest of all of the modes that Optimal Optimus Prime is capable. Is capable of. It is just appalling how lazy they got with this particular mode. And while I am sure that people will say, oh no, it wasn't laziness, they did what they could. It's laziness. If an H-Tank is laziness, this is the epitome of I don't know what else to do for this mode. Let's just do it like this and hope nobody notices the really serious problem with it. And the really serious problem with it, just give me 2 more seconds to finish up, you'll see what I mean. Flatten these out. That's still, no, it's not. That needs to be. Alright, there we go. The really true and serious problem with it is that it is fairly obvious what it is. And what it is a robot laying down. They don't even attempt to hide the monkey face. You know? It's just like... I mean, don't get me wrong. I get that they had a lot to do with it. But, like... Anyway. Let's just go. Okay, so obviously this is its flight attack mode. Obviously it has the cannons, obviously it has fists. I actually like to flip the fingers up because, as you can see, they've got Dragonzord style gun barrels on the fingertips. So I just sort of like to flip those up to say, hey look, he's got Vulcan cannons! But, yeah, this mode, I've now transformed into this like 3 times. And this mode is just lazy. Has just laid down his monkey mode and called it a day, and that's it. And yeah, it's just probably my least favorite mode. It's just so lazy. Now, for this next bit, I need to show you one last gimmick. Yes, they have got lights, firing missiles, 4 modes, and an opening canopy for a figure that will never fit in there. Microman shout out, I guess? I don't know. And, to top it all off, blast away armor. That may not have been my smartest of ideas. I will be right back. And I'm back. Okay, so, obviously you saw what that does. It's very much a basic spring-loaded gimmick. The idea is you get these 2 sections here into that, plug it in, and then there's a tiny little black button. Let's see if I can just angle this so we can see that. Right there that you hit. Ow! And it just blasts away. I suppose, I don't know, damage or something? I don't know, but it's just like, where'd the rest of his armor go? Yeah, it's, as a gimmick, I don't know, like, I shouldn't have a problem with it, but I kind of do, because, you know, a lot of this thing's problem is the fact that it's got so many gimmicks. Oh my god. Right, so actual transformation for this last mode. Is where it gets just as lazy. I'm sorry I keep saying that with this toy, and don't get me wrong, I like it, but this is one of those toys where it's like, don't get me wrong, it's an awesome toy and there's a lot going on, but that's part of its problem. There is a lot going on. So you flip this up here, we throttle those back, we spin it around. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a monkey truck, right round, round, round. That goes there, that flops down like a high-tech loincloth or something. So those are there. This locks down there. Hands do the flip. They do the flip. Do-do. They do the flip. Do-do. Okay, so hand also does flip. Close that off. Those stay out like that. Now, the reason I did the blast away armor section. There it is. Okay, so the reason I did the blast away armor section is very simple, because the blast away armor is supposed to lock in. As if this thing was not ginormous enough, I needed to add another inch or two of height onto it. So the blast away armor just sort of comes up here as an extra shield or something. I don't know what the point of it is. It's just adding more height onto an already rather large figure. Okay, so the last bit goes up here. Where is it? Where's the hole? There it is. Okay. So that goes there like that. That goes there like that. And finally, we reveal a head mode. Head. And this is the robot mode. And like with just about everything else this toy has to offer, it is largely dumb and kibbled. Like, okay, so obviously his head is now mounted on his gun barrel, which head articulation. He can shake his head. Can't do much else, but he can shake his head. All the other articulation is very much the same as what we saw with the monkey form. That still terrifies me. He's now got a slightly better elbows, but no actual swivel. He's got that going. He's got all the legs and knee joints and everything. But it's like... So that needs to go back further up there. Okay, I slightly mistransformed it. But it's like kibble. Like, okay, yeah, okay, it's a hood chest, basically. But, you know, you got the wings, you got the blast armor, you got freaking wheels out the back, you got this, it's kibble. But it is a nice toy. As much as I complain about it, and it's like, it's kibble, and it's big, and it's bulky, and it's clunky, and its ratchets are terrifying, and it's a Beast Wars toy. You know, they were well known for being these big, ugly, brutal, kibble-filled things. You know, you got a tiger head or something sticking off here, and a penguin that basically just folds all of its armor pieces into its... that basically explodes open and reveal a robot form underneath. That's just the way that Beast Wars was. So you have to give it a little bit of leeway just because of that. It is a Beast Wars toy. That being said, this thing has some stupid moments. It really does have its moments of just like... The blast away armor, like, parts forming in general, most people aren't appreciative. The fact that they combined the parts forming with a gimmick that really doesn't need to be there is a bit... Why would you? It's just full of dumb, stupid gimmicks, and I kind of like it regardless. So yeah, Optimal Optimus Prime. If you can find it for a decent price, I paid about, not including tax, $85 for this. And it's Is it worth $85? Kind of is. Because, okay, my $85, it came with a box, it came with the missiles, it came with his orange gun, which I really don't bother bringing out of its bags. I don't want to lose it. And to be honest, he doesn't freaking need another gun. He's got two big dumb things here, and he's got two big dumb fists that have gun ports on them, and it does not need another gun. Don't need another gun. But yeah, mine came pretty much complete. It had the instructions, it had everything. This thing's getting heavy. So I paid, I think, $85 for a basically complete, opened in-box Optimal Optimus Prime. Isn't a bad price. If you can find one for in a similar condition, by all means pick it up. If you can't, and you're relegated to picking it up piece by piece off eBay, it's half luck. But you know, if you can get to the point where you've got what you like out of it, like he's got his shields and the gun. This is basically all you need for this figure. I don't even know if he used the gun, the orange gun they give you in the show. I don't remember him using it in the show. I have to check that. I have to look it up. But like, he's got these big. What does he need for? But yeah, I think personally this is all you need. But for $85 for all of it, I kind of liked it. It was a good deal, and I'm going to find a place to display this guy because I like him. I don't know what mode I'm going to display him in. Probably not his flight mode because, like I said, god damn, dude, lazy. But other than that, yeah, I like it. I'm keeping it. He's mine. You can't have him. Anyway, well, okay, well, that's the first episode of Let's Play. It's Playtime Back. This is Optimal Optimus Prime. It actually took me 3 goes to get that said. I am Ranger of Oz. I am most definitely back. I have a few more things that I want to do before I finish up today. I will definitely. It is Friday, so you'll have seen this after my stream for the afternoon. Other than that, I think I'm done. This is Ranger of Oz and Optimal Optimus Prime. All signing off. We will see you later. Goodbye, Truck and Monkey.